Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back. My name is Neeraj Partha, and this is your physics class. In previous some lectures, we start and we discuss the work, energy, and power. And from today's, we start our new chapter, that is a wave motion and sound. Dear students, that chapter having some part related to your class 8, and we in that chapter we discuss the how to sound is produced and some definition and some related property of a sound. So today's lecture we discussed these some topics related to a sound. First topic is a introduction, what is the sound and how we can introduce that sound. After that we are discussing about the wave motion, means the sound will be traveling in the some particular phenomena. So we are discussing this. First of all, what is the wave and what is the wave motion, means how the wave will be traveling, after that we are discussing the classification of waves. Classification of we are divided the in different parts of the waves on the basis of the some requirement of the medium and on the basis of the vibration of that particle of that medium. Okay guys, so after that we are discussing about the classification of waves. Next topic is a characteristics of the wave motions. What is the characteristics and the what is the properties of that motions and wave motion when the body will be traveling in the form of wave. So what is the characteristics of that wave motion of that bodies guys? So we start the today's topics with the introduction of a sound. Okay student, so we start. So first topic, that is the introduction. Sound produces a sensation. Before that we are you say that whenever we are talking about the light, that time we use the organ of your bodies, that is the eyes. Eyes is the organ which are used, eyes is the part of your body which are used to see the objects guys. Similarly, one more part of our body, that is the ear. Okay, so by using that ear we are listening and we are able to listening the sounds. Okay, so sound is the sensation of a hearing in our ear. Sound is the sensation of a hearing in our ears. And guys, sound is produced due to a vibration and it helps us to communicate with one another. If your friends we each are sitting in your front, so how you can communicate that? We are communicate to every persons which are around us guys by communicating some words. We are using some words and provide the different sounds of every words. So by using that sound we can communicate to each other and feel that words and what is the feeling of that person which are sitting in your front guys. Okay, so communicate with the one another. When a pebbles is thrown, first of all we are understand what happening guys in that process. When a pebbles is thrown in a pond, whenever you are throw a pebbles in a still water pond, so what happening guys? We are seen as circular ripples are called the waves. Circular ripples are formed in that pond guys whenever you are throw up pebbles on that pond of water, still water. We are talking about the still water. And pulses, the other name of that waves is a pulses moves outward of the surface of the water. If you are thrown in any pebbles in water surface, that what happen, there is some waves will be formed and it complete waves are moving outward of that point. Okay, so what happening in that process guys? You see that in that process a wave motion is a means of transferring energy. By throwing a stone we are providing the energy to stone and pebbles. So that energy will be transferred to water molecules. That energy will be transferred to a water molecule. Means my energy which are used by me to throw that object getting that energy and moving toward that surface, and that at that point that pebbles gives the energy to a water molecules. Okay, now transferring energy from one point to another point without any actual transportation of a matter. Means guys, whenever we are transferring my energy to a stone, we are not changing my position. I am standing on my position, but we are transfer the my energy by using a different methods. Okay, now matter between these points means matter cannot be transferred. In a wave motion, the disturbance, we are creating a disturbance in the position of that object. The disturbance travel through the some medium, but the medium does not travel along the with the disturbance. Guys, we are creating a some disturbance in a medium, but medium cannot be traveling, only as the object will be traveling with that energy. Guys, let's see that diagram. You are thrown a pebbles on the center part of that body. Okay, water pond. Then what happen, guys? The water pond can converts that energy in that form of wave. Let's see. Some part of the water level will be high, some part of the water level will be low. So guys, so that wave will be formed on the surface of that water, and complete waves are moving towards the corners of that pond. So guys, wave is the form of a disturbance. It is form of a disturbance, okay, which travels through a material, which are traveling through a material. Material is, which is material here? The material here, that is the water droplets are the material. Okay, due to the repeated periodic motion of the particle, what happening in that condition, guys? The particle will be vibrate continuously at your mean position. We are explaining that particle also now. So motion of the particle of the medium about their mean position, mean particle will be vibrate at the mean position continuously. Due to the continuously motion of the particle, the energy will be transferred to a neighboring particle. After completing vibration at the limit of that vibration, that energy will be transferred to a neighboring particle. So guys, that energy will be transferring and moving to a other object continuously. The disturbance is a handover from one particle to another particle of the medium without the actual transportation or the actual movement of the particle of the medium. Means particle cannot be transferred, particle just provide the energy to a neighboring particle without any changing of actual movement. Okay, so these are the some formation of a wave, that is called the waves. Guys, what happening in a wave means, in the wave is the pattern. Guys, it is a pattern, and by using that pattern, energy will be transferred from one place to another place, and that pattern is called the wave. If that pattern is that is a wave. If that pattern is that is a wave. So all that pattern are called the waves, guys. And what happening in that pattern, energy will be transferring from one place to another place. Okay, now next one is a classification of waves. In previous condition, we are discussing the 2 points. First one is the particles. So what is the direction of the particle vibration? First one, it may be this, it may be this. Okay, second one is, what is the wave? Guys, wave will be traveling in that form. Okay, so we are talking in the classification of waves, we are talking about the 2 points. First one is on the medium requirement, and second one the vibration of the particles. So first of all, we are talking about the depending on the medium requirement, wave can be classified as. So on the basis of medium requirement, means guys, if the energy will be transferred from one place to another place, then what is the medium? If there is a medium requirement, so we are divided into 2 parts. If there is no medium requirement, so we are talking about that. Okay, so first of all, on the basis of the requirement of that medium. So first of all, medium requirement, and second one, depending upon the direction of vibration of the medium particles. Previously we are talking about that What happening in a wave formation? In a wave formation, particle will be vibrate continuously on their mean position. So what is the condition of that vibration, guys? It will be up and down, it will be right and left. So on the basis of the vibration of that particle, we are divided into a two parts. Further, we are divided into two parts of that phenomena. So first of all, what is the name of that phenomena, guys? Mechanical waves and non-mechanical waves. Non-mechanical waves also called the electromagnetic waves. On the basis of medium requirement, we are dividing the waves into a two parts. First one is the mechanical waves and second one is the non-mechanical waves, and non-mechanical waves also called electromagnetic waves. Okay, one by one we are discussing the complete phenomena on the basis of a vibration particle. So transfer waves and longitudinal waves. It is divided into two parts on the basis of a direction of a vibration, of a medium particle, and that is divided into two parts on the basis of medium requirement, Okay. So mechanical waves. What is the mechanical waves on the basis of medium requirement, guys? It may be required or not. Now let's see. Those waves which need a material medium, it required the material medium, like it may be solid, liquid or gas for their propagation. Means, guys, the mechanical waves are those waves which are required the material medium for their propagation. If that waves are transferring from one place to another place, that time it required the medium, guys. Without the medium requirement, it cannot be transferred from one place to another place. Just like when you are moving and you are moving to one place to another, we are required some vehicles. Thus it depends on the different type of vehicles are available, but we require vehicles if you want to move from one place to another place. So these waves are just like us to, if you are moving, if that waves want to move from one place to another, it required the material medium for their propagation. So which waves require the material medium, guys? Mechanical waves are the those waves which are required the material medium are called the mechanical waves and the elastic waves. The second name of that waves is the elastic waves. Guys. Okay, understood? Now, if the mechanical wave, we are talking about the mechanical wave, so mechanical wave cannot travel through the vacuum. What do you mean by the vacuum, guys? The vacuum means there is a no medium, there is a no air, no water, no anything medium will be available, no solid, no liquid, no gas. That medium is called the vacuum, means there is a nothing is available. So mechanical wave cannot be travel in a vacuum. Next point is some example related to a mechanical waves. First one is a sound wave in a air, means that name of that chapter is a sound, guys. So sound always required a medium if you that want to traveling from one place to another place. Okay. Water waves require the material medium. Water waves form on the water surface, so every time it require the water. Wave produced in a stretch string. If there is some string and you are stretching that string, guys, that what happening, if you are plug that string, that what happens, sound will be generated and it will be traveling from one place to another because it having some medium in that airspace. Wave produced in a spring. The waves produced in a spring also an example of a mechanical waves, students. Okay, now we are moving to a next. So next one is a electromagnetic waves. Previously we are discussing about the non-electromagnetic. Okay, non-electromagnetic means a mechanical waves. These waves we do not need a material medium. In a previous we are discussing about the mechanical waves, and mechanical waves want to a material medium. But electromagnetics are waves which are not required a material medium, guys. So material medium is not required for their propagation. Okay, and can travel even through a vacuum. Means these waves can be traveling through a vacuum also. Means if there is a no medium between a two places, and that waves can be travel easily are called the electromagnetic waves. These waves are called the electromagnetic waves because they not required a material medium like solid, liquid and gas for their propagation. They can travel even through a vacuum very easily, guys. Next point, examples of electromagnetic: radio waves, infrared waves, and the visible light. Means the sun provide the light is a visible lights can be traveling from a long distance. Means sun is available a very long distance, and after the earth surface there is a no atmosphere. After some limitation of that part, that there is a no atmosphere, but light can be traveling from that long distance to on the surface of earth. But dear sound cannot be travel because sound is a part of a mechanical wave and the light is a part of a non-mechanical and electromagnetic waves. So if the sound is not traveling that distance, why? Because it required a material medium. Light can traveling a long distance without any medium requirement, so light can reach the earth surface, but the sound of a long distance, if any event will be happening, that time we can't hear that sound. Okay, no, the practical example of that waves, guys, you know that what happening in the some vacations when you are using some crackers. Let one cracker, that is a rocket, when we are using that rocket, what happen? You see that lighting of that rocket is a first. After some seconds we are listening the sounding of that blasting of that rocket. Okay, so now sound also moving in the slow speed as compared to a light. Okay, next one, some difference between a mechanical waves and a non-mechanical. The other name of non-mechanical is a electromagnetical waves. Okay, so first difference on the basis of the medium requirement. Mechanical waves are those waves which are not required, which are required which are required the material medium for their propagation. They do not require a material medium for their propagation, guys. They do not require any type of material medium for their propagation. They are caused due to a vibration of the particles of the medium. Means, guys, the mechanical wave, just like we use the some example strings. What you happen doing in the string, we are providing some force and the particle of the string will be vibrate. So that is the cause of a mechanical waves, guys, is that a particle of the medium will be start to vibrate. In that part, they are caused due to a varying electrical and magnetic field. You know that, guys, the our signals, mobile signals is a electromagnetic waves. It is providing, it is developing by the variable electrical and magnetic field, guys, and it can traveling without any medium requirement, without any medium requirement. The mechanical wave having a low speed, but that speed is a very high. How you can judge that speed, guys? We can judge that speed is that whenever you are dialing a number of any other countries, that within a second the number will be reaching and the signals will be reached to that person, and you are attending the call, guys, and you can talk that person easily. Means that happening, guys, that is happening due to a very fast speed of a electromagnetic waves. Most of the students see the live matches. So what happening in live matches, guys? You see that what is the difference? Both are the same, but we are analyze the difference between that quality. If you are listening the radios commentaries, that you see that the commentaries will be coming before that picturization of that. If there is some catch will be happening, guys, in the match, you are listening that information before that information will be coming in a live match on your TV tell. Live signals give the some taking us some delays of the transferring this data signal, but audio signal will be moving very fast as compared to a video signals. That is a difference of a speed, guys. Okay, now Their speed varies from medium to medium, means if you are moving under a liquid, you are moving in a gas, the both the mediums you are having a different speed, but their speed is always constant. The maximum speed of electromagnetic waves is a 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second in a vacuum. That is speed in a vacuum, and that is a maximum speed of electromagnetic waves. Generally, they have a low frequency, a large wavelength. What do you mean by the low frequency, guys? You know that means in a 1 second. In a 1 second, only these type of waves will be complete. But what happening in that case, if there is a high frequency, if we are talking about the high frequency, means in a 1 second it will be moving in a many times as compared to other. So that is a high frequency, that is a low frequency. What is the wavelength, guys? Distance traveling in a one wave, and that is the distance, and that is a distance. So which distance is a small, that distance is a small, that distance is a large. Okay, now they can travel in a transverse and a longitudinal, both the form it will be transferred, and after that we are discussing on the basis of the vibration. That is a name is coming on the basis of vibration of the particles. Okay, so they can travel in the both the conditions in a transverse and longitudinal, but the mechanical non-mechanical waves only are traveling in a transverse phenomena. What do you mean by the transfer in that direction, in that position, and that phenomena, guys? The particle vibrations and the wave propagation both are perpendicular to each other. Okay, now the example of a mechanical waves is a sound wave and a matter waves, and the example is a light wave and a radio waves. This the part is one part is completed, that the classification part, one part is a complete, guys. Okay, now we are moving to a next one is a transverse wave. Previously we are discussing on the basis of medium requirement, mechanical and electromagnetic waves. Now we are discussing and start the discussion on the basis of vibration of a particles. So first one is a transverse waves. A wave motion in which a individual particle of a medium vibrate in the direction at a right angle to a direction of a propagation of a wave is called the transverse waves. Means, guys, let's suppose we are marking the some points here: east, west, north and south. So according to that definition, if the direction of a wave propagation is a west to east, that is a wave propagation. So what is the direction of the wave particle? It is a north and south. That is a north and south. If the wave is traveling from west to east, that is a particle. That is a particle vibration, guys. That is a particle vibration. Okay, understood? Now, if you are changing the direction of a wave propagation, guys, so we are seeing that if the wave is traveling in an upward direction, let's see, we are making the wave, guys. So if the wave is traveling from south to north, so what is the direction of the wave particles, guys? So in that case, wave particle will be moving in a right and left, that is a east and west. If light is traveling in the south to north, that times, guys, what happening? In that case, both the cases are providing a 90-degree angle between a wave propagation and vibration of that particles. Okay, now next one is a, let's see, guys, what happening. Water waves shows the crust and trough. Water waves shows the crust and troughs, guys. That part is called the crust. That part is called the crust, and the lower part is called the trough. The lower part is called the trough. There is some water waves, guys, and what happening in a water waves, you saw that, and you know that when you are throwing a pebbles, we are throwing in pebbles, guys, that what happening in that type of waves will be formed on the surface of water, and you see that there is some wave is forming on that surface. So that wave is formed on the surface of water. And what happening in that wave, guys? So what happening, that is a particle. At that condition the particle moving up, and at that condition particle moving down, and at that condition particle again moving up, and in that condition particle moving again moving down. So particle will be start to vibration at their mean position like that. Particle first moving up, then moving down, moving in opposite direction and moving to a same position. So in that condition the one vibration of the particle will be complete. When the one vibration of the particle will be complete, in that condition wave traveling the some distance and form that type of wave, guys. So that is the formation of a wave, guys. The particle will be vibrate in the up and down, that is a 90 degrees of their propagation. The propagation direction is a right side, guys, and the wave will be moving to up and down. So it form a angle between them, that is a right angle, 90-degree angle between them. Okay, so that is the example of a transverse wave. Now the second part of the transfer wave is that what happening in that you are stretch the string and the start the one particle. We are given a motion only a one particle of that thread, guys. So what is the direction? That is a up and down. So after some time you see that the complete wave, the complete string will be forming in that waveform. The complete direction, complete wave, complete string will be converted into a single wave, guys, and complete thread will be form a waveform, guys. Okay, so direction of wave propagation is that, and the particle will be move up and down. So what happening in that case, the direction of the vibration of the particle is up and down, but the wave will be propagated in a right hand direction. So the angle between their propagation and the direction of vibration, guys, is the 90-degree. So that is a part of a transverse wave. That is a part of a transverse wave. Every part of a rope, vibrate up and down. Every part of the rope, every part, that part, every part of that rope is moving up and down. While wave train travels along the rope, while waveform traveling along the rope. Okay, now next point is longitudinal wave, and that is important for us, guys, because the sound wave traveling in the form of a longitudinal wave, and the name of that chapter is a sound, so it is a important part for us. So longitudinal wave, what is a longitudinal wave, guys? A wave motion in which wave particle is a, there are two things, guys. First we know the direction of wave propagation, and second thing the direction of the vibration of the particle. So if the wave motion is moving in that direction and particle will moving in that direction, so what happening, guys? You see that what happening, both are parallel to each other, and you can say that both are moving in the same direction. Okay, so that type of motion is called an example of a longitudinal wave. A wave motion in which the particle of the medium vibrate about their mean position along the direction of a propagation of wave, along the direction of propagation of a wave, guys, it is called the longitudinal wave. It is called the longitudinal wave. The speed of the sound is a 340 meter per second, and it is the less than the 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, that is the speed of light in a vacuum, guys. So sound speed is a very less and as compared to light, and that example is a rocket, guys. You know that the lighting of that blasting of the rocket in a sky, we are invisible and we see very fast, but the sound will be listening after some seconds. Why? That is the reason behind that, the speed of sound is less is compared to light traveling speed, guys. So that is a 340 meter per second is the speed of the sound traveling, and the sound will be traveling in the form of longitudinal wave. And what is the longitudinal wave? That is one more word is compression and rarefaction. We are discussing about that also. Okay, At any instant there are points in a space where pressure or density, let's suppose what is the normal and composition of air, all the air will be composition and homogeneous, we are assuming that. Okay, now what happening if there is a sound is developed in that medium? So at any instant there are some points in a space where pressure or density is a maximum. If there is a point is formed, guys, there is a some density of that air, means the particle will be coming closing to each other, all the particles come to close to each other, that what happens, that is a maximum density will be happening, and that part is called the compression, that part is called the compression. Okay, and there are the point where pressure or density is minimum, it's called the rarefaction, guys. So compression is directly reflected. If you are seeing that there is compression, that means the back density is a maximum. If you are using the word that is rarefaction, that means the density is a minimum, guys. The density is a minimum. Let's see that diagram. So what happening in that, guys? So what happening in that part, there a particle is very close to each other. Okay, so that part forming the compression. What happening here, the density or that region is a very high, guys. So if density of that region is a very high, that means that part is called the rarefaction, compression. And the part where the density will be very minimum, density is a minimum, guys, the particle are maintain a long distance space, so that is form a low density area, and we are represent that compression as a crust and rarefaction as a trough in the form of the graph between a pressure and the time, means that that wave is a moving in a forward direction, that what happening, guys, after some time that rarefaction convert into a compression, so that form again the crust. After some time that crust will be convert into a rarefaction, so we are convert that trough, guys. So that formation of wave is forming continuously when sound is traveling and start to moving from one point to another point. So that type of wave is called the, and it is the example of a longitudinal wave. So what is the phenomena of a longitudinal wave? The longitudinal waves, guys, in which the vertical of a medium is vibrate along the propagation of a wave, and second thing is that the particle will be moving in the form of compression and rarefaction. And what is the compression? The high density area in a air, that is a compression, and the low density area in a air, that is a rarefaction, guys. Okay, understood that? If you are forming that waveform, guys, you see that the pressure and the time, the waveform will be formed in the form of a pressure and a time period, the waveform will be formed. The crust represent the compression and the trough represent the rarefaction. So on the basis of the two different types of categories, we are divided the wave into four parts. On first one is we divide the wave on the basis of the medium required, transverse on the basis of the medium requirement, that is a mechanical and non-mechanical waves. Second thing, on the basis of the vibration of the particle, we are dividing the waves in the two form, that is a transverse and a longitudinal wave. So that part of that lecture is complete. Now we are moving to a next part, guys. The next part is related to a compression and rarefaction forming by a tuning fork. That is a instrument which are used to generate the sound. On if you are required the sound in your laboratory, that time we use that instrument, that is called a tuning fork, that is called a that is the name of that instrument, that is a tuning fork, and it gives the sound, guys, of a particular frequency which are required to test any experiment in a laboratory. So what happening, guys, in that experiment, whenever you are tuning that tuning fork and use the stack for a rubber pad is used to move that part of that tuning fork. When you are moving that part in that space, the what happening, guys, so when that part is moving in that their position, In that example, first we are using a left hand side. When the tuning fork branch will be moving to a left hand side, so what happening guys, that is a rarefaction will be formed. After some time it will be moving to a other side, that again form the rare, it forms the compression. After again it forms the rarefaction, it forms the rarefaction. Okay, so continuously compression rarefaction will be formed guys in a sound wave. Now we are discussing the some difference between a transverse waves and a longitudinal wave. First difference is that in these waves, displacement of the particle of the medium is at right angle to the direction of the propagation of the waves guys. Okay, in that part, in this waves, displacement of the particles of the medium is in the direction of propagation of the wave, means in that condition the vibration of that medium is along to the direction of propagation of waves. These waves travel in the form of crust and trough. The waves will be traveling in the form of crust and trough. These waves are traveling in the form of compression and rarefaction. Compression and rarefaction. The distance between two consecutive crust and trough are called the wavelength. Wavelength, what is the wavelength guys in that form? The difference between, the distance between two consecutive crust and trough. If there is a two consecutive crust and trough is formed guys, the distance between any two crust and any two trough, but condition is the consecutive crust and trough, that distance is called the wavelength. In that case, the distance between a consecutive compression and rarefaction, in that part we are using the crust and trough, but in that part we are discussing about and we use the word that is a compression and rarefaction. Okay, now at the crust the displacement of the particle of the medium is positive and the maximum. In the position of crust, the displacement of the particle is the maximum and positive, while at the trough the displacement of the particle of the medium is negative and that is a maximum but in a opposite direction. So guys, what happening in that part, that is a waveform guys, that is crust and trough. In crust having the maximum displacement and trough also having a maximum displacement but in a opposite direction, both having a maximum displacement, but that condition is that that is a positive guys and that is a negative. Okay, that is positive and that is negative. Next one, at the position of a compression, the velocity of the particle of the medium is a positive and maximum. It's the position of a compression. What happening in a compression guys? In a compression all the particles are coming to closer to each other. So in that condition velocity of the particle of the medium is a positive and maximum. In that condition the velocity of the particle is a maximum. In the condition of a compression the velocity of the particle is a maximum guys, and while at the rarefaction the velocity of the particle of the medium is a negative and a maximum, is a negative and a maximum. Next difference is these waves can propagate only in a solid on the surface of liquid. These waves can be travel only in a solid and the surface of a liquid. They cannot be propagate inside a liquid or gas. Okay, but these waves can propagate in a liquid, solid and gas, all the medium. These waves can polarized and these waves cannot be polarized. What do you mean by the polarized guys? In the polarization form means if there is a some difference, there is a some propagation is that in that wave and in that wave, both the type of propagation is available. By using a polarization we can reduce and we can remove the one part of that vibration, guys. Okay, now there is a no variation in a density and a pressure in the medium due to propagation of these waves. There is a no variation, but there is a density variation is available, and due to that density of variations, the compression and rarefaction will be formed. The density and pressure of the medium becomes maximum at the position of a compression, and the becomes minimum at the position of rarefaction due to propagation of the air wave. Means guys, the main reason behind that longitudinal wave, the main role is the compression and rarefaction, and it is happening due to a density changes, and that density will be changes due to a vibration of that instrument which are used to generate that sound, guys. Okay, now we are moving to a next, that is a part, the difference between that waves longitudinal and transfer will be complete. So next point is related to one more types of a wave, that is a pulse, guys. What happening in a pulse? Let's see that diagram. If the rope is fixed in a one side and you are giving a jerk from a one side, so what happening, guys? By using that jerk, the particle will be start to vibrate in a up and down, and that up and down will be moving in a further direction. So one by one we are study the complete wave. What happening? We are giving that jerk. So next step will be forming in that form, next will be forming in that form, next and again next. So after reaching that point, what I mean, it will be coming back, but it not stopping that moving right hand side. It is coming to a left hand side, but the right hand side is continuously, guys. So that type of wave will be formed, and that is called the pulse, guys. That is called the pulse. Okay, what happening in that? The one wave is moving a right hand side and one wave will be moving in a left hand side, and when both are reached to that at same point, that type of will be formed, guys. That is a pulse, that is called a pulse, guys. Now we are discussing some characteristics of the sound. So first characteristics of the wave motion is a particle of the medium vibrate about their mean position while the wave moves forward. When waveform will be moving in a forward direction, that what happening, guys, the particle will be vibrate. If the some students line up guys, and you are given some force on the first student, that what happening, guys, the force will be transferred to a last student. So first student doesn't change the position, but the force will be transferred to a last, means gives the energy to a first student is transferred to a last student without any changing the position of a students. Okay, so each particle of the medium takes the energy from its preceding just previous particle and transmitting it to a next particle, guys. Means the first particle get the energy from a previous particle and given to a next particle. So that is the formation, and by using that formation, energy will be transferred from one part to another part. That phenomena is happening in a wave motion. When the wave will be formed, that what happening in a wave, the energy will be taken from the one part and the transfer to a other part. Means particle doesn't change the one position, only transferring the data from one to another, guys. In a medium, all waves travels with the same speed. In a medium, all the waves are traveling in a same speed, means if there is a no changes in a speed, guys. But if you are talking about the electromagnetic waves, there is a variable electrical and magnetic field, guys. Okay, variable speed is available. The velocity of the wave, we are not talking about the velocity of the particle, we are talking about the first, that velocity of a wave. Okay, velocity of wave is a different from the velocity of the particle. There are the two things, guys. First one is the particle will be vibrate in that form, second wave will be traveling. So both the speed, the velocity of the particle and the velocity of the wave, both are the different, guys. So velocity of the particle with which they vibrate about their mean position, both are the different, guys. Both are the different to each other. It both are not same. The wave can undergo the reflection, polarization, interference, and the diffraction. The sound waves, that wave motion is form that expression That is the first one. It feel that is a reflection will be happening here, polarization will be happening here, the interference pattern the interference pattern will be happening by using that wave, and diffraction also, guys. Next one is a sound wave. So guys, next one is the assignment for you, and all the assignment is completely based on a today's lecture. In today's lecture, first of all, we are discussing about the sound. What is the sound, guys? We are discussing the sound is the energy. Sound is the energy, and it gives the some energy and sensation of a hearing. It gives the some sensation of a hearing. Okay. Now, after that we are discussing about the wave motion. After that we are discussing about the wave motion. What is the wave motion, guys? Means whenever you are thrown a pebbles in a water, guys, still water, that there is a some pattern will be formed on the surface of water. That pattern of transferring of energy, that pattern of the transferring of energy from the center part to a corner part of that pond, guys, that is a wave motion. That pattern of the transferring of energy, that is a wave motion. After that we are dividing that energy, that wave motion, into a two parts. First on the basis of the medium requirement, and second one is the on the basis of the vibration of that particle. Okay, so one by one we are discussing all the things. Now we are moving to your assignment, that is assignment number 1 on that lecture, guys. Now write down. The assignment number 1 is related to your exercise number 1. In exercise number 1, the question number A1 to a question number A7. Question number A1 to a A7 all are related to a today's lecture. Okay students, have a nice day and thank you so much.